K tracked the race. The prosecutors in the Ethan Walker case used the lyrics and video against Tay K, and his lawyers didn't want people on the jury who already knew about the track. Tay K had been popping off a little bit before he dropped the race, but that's the track.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy, Buck Breeze, Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. That shit is bad for health. What's the vibes, yo? You check it out, man. This shit crazy right here. So, yo, man, Tay K, man, he going for a long time, man. I think it's over for boy, man. Like, it's just real crazy for him, know what I mean? He got, like, total of, like, some years or something crazy like that. But anyway, let's tap into it. You know, time is money, and we can't get $1 back. So let's see what's really good, man.
Everyone thought Tay K was cooked when he caught a 55-year sentence in 2019, but the story only got crazier from there. And today we're breaking down why he got hit with another 80 years in prison. Back in 2019, Tay K got convicted of murder for killing a dude named Ethan Walker in 2016. But before the cops caught Tay K, he cut off his ankle monitor and ran off to San Antonio, Texas. Tay K didn't keep his head down and stay out of the spotlight though. Instead, he dropped his infamous track, The Race, and blew up like crazy while he was still on the run. And while Tay K was doing the race for killing Ethan Walker, he murdered another dude in San Antonio named Mark.
Remember that? Remember that? That was the camera dude that he murdered. It was a dude that just came through to take some pictures of him, and I guess they decided to rob him. He had some chick with him that she ended up telling the whole story and everything. She was like, yeah, he had me call the guy up, find somebody that could a photographer that could take some pictures or whatever. Had him come through. The guy came through. They decided to rob him and shit. I guess they were supposed to give him a ride home or drop him off somewhere. They decided to rob dude. I guess he was mad, you know, about getting robbed. They took his bag that had his camera in it and stuff. I don't know if it had money in it or not. I don't know, but whatever. That was kind of stupid. But anyway, they took that shit. Dude jumps on top of the car, kicks the window. You know what I'm saying? So Tay K gets out the car, does dude. You know what I'm saying? Boom. After he did that, they peeled off. This is what I'm saying, allegedly, whatever. So they peeled off after that. It's supposed, I guess, his boy, he gave his boy a high five, like, yeah, you caught your first body, whatever, some bull crap, I don't know, whatever. Now, it was crazy because the girl told the whole story. You know what I'm saying? That's why that shit was so wild.
Mark Saldivar. Mark Saldivar was a photographer who was supposed to be working with Tay K on a photo shoot. But when Mark Saldivar showed up to meet Tay K and his homies at a Chick-fil-A, Tay K tried to rob him. Mark Saldivar got out of the car and then jumped on the hood so he could kick the windshield. And that's when Tay K upped his strap and shot him. The feds eventually caught up to Tay K and arrested him again for the Ethan Walker murder. And a couple months later, he got hit with a capital murder charge for pulling the trigger on Mark Saldivar. Catching the case is bad enough, but capital murder is even worse because if you get convicted, then it's an automatic life sentence without the chance of parole. Tay K got convicted for killing Ethan Walker, and the judge handed down a 55-year sentence. But Tay K thought he still had a chance of coming home. In 2021, Tay K went on IG Live and had 40K people watching. Tay K said he had been writing a lot of new music since he had been locked up, and that he was working on coming home so he could release it. He told fans that there was a chance that he could get out on an appeal bond, but that's not how it went down. Before the murder trial for Mark Saldivar started, Tay K was having all kinds of drama behind bars. Back in 2019, the news broke that Tay K was trying to start his own prison gang called the Rugrats to go to war with a Hispanic gang called Prieto Tango Blast. The warden got tipped off about the plans and put Tay K in solitary confinement. And then reporters got a list of rules that the Rugrats were going to use called the Laws of Power.
That's crazy. This is the list of rules that they was going to use. And the little gang that they was going to come out with. Crazy. Thing you do is better yourself. Follow Rugrats situation. Okay? Not snitch. For illegal activities, hold your own. Take all consequences given to you. Okay? That's honorable. Never steal from a fellow Rugrat. Okay? Never disobey higher rank. Okay. I guess. No hurting or slaughter of children. Okay? Unless necessary. Oh, shit. Okay. Jumped in organization or voted in by sergeant. All right. Leaving unless jumped out. Lesson from both sergeants. Okay. Love, respect, protect, and cherish your fellow Rugrats always.
Power. There were also rumors going around that Tay K had stabbed a prison guard, but the story was never confirmed. Then in February 2023, Tay K hopped on Twitter and said that one of the dudes on his cell block killed his cellmate with a food tray and stood on his head. Tay K still has some fans, even though he had been locked up for years at that point, but even they started turning on him and calling him a snitch. Tay K was still trying to get out of prison, and he said he just needed one chance at adulthood. He was only 16 years old when the murders went down, and Tay K said if he was white, then the judge would have never given him 55 years over the situation. One of Tay K's...
You know, it's crazy, man, because kids go in, you know, you be 15, 16, you do grown-up shit, get them grown-up numbers, man. You never get a chance at experiencing adulthood, like he said, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just real wild and crazy, man.
Co-defendants on the Ethan Walker case was a white girl who was the same age as him, and Tay K complained about her being tried as a juvenile while the courts prosecuted him as an adult. It doesn't look like Tay K is going to get out early on the Ethan Walker case, and now he's cooked for good. Fans were hoping he beat the Mark Saldivar case and eventually get out on parole, but this is how he ended up getting hit with another 80 years in prison.
It's crazy.
During the trial for killing Mark Saldivar, Tay K's girlfriend Joanna Reyes testified against him and told the court exactly how it went down. According to Joanna,
I know he was gonna touch on that. All right. But yo, see, it's crazy too, man, because yo, he was kind of young to get all that damn time. That's a lot of time, man, to get like young. Like they get them young dudes, they're 16 years old, you do murders, they don't give you all that kind of time.
Reyes, Tay K asked her to help him find a photographer. Joanna Reyes had seen Mark Saldivar's work on Instagram, so she helped set up the meeting. Joanna was driving the whip with Tay K and his homie, and they went to pick up Mark Saldivar. Apparently, Mark Saldivar had something else come up though, so he asked him if they could do the photo shoot another day. Everyone was cool with it at first, and Mark Saldivar asked him to drop him off at the mall. Joanna Reyes agreed to take him there, but that's when the situation went left. According to Joanna Reyes, Tay K pulled his gun out and told Mark Saldivar to hand over his bag. Mark Saldivar refused to hand over his camera bag, so Tay K and his homie Jalen Bell started hitting him. Mark Saldivar got out and jumped on the hood, and Joanna Reyes said Tay K told her to get Mark Saldivar off of the whip. Joanna couldn't do anything about the situation though, so Tay K opened his door and shot Mark Saldivar. Joanna Reyes said that after they drove off from the murder scene, Jalen Bell gave Tay K a high five and congratulated him for killing Mark Saldivar and said, "You caught your first body." Joanna Reyes took a plea deal for 10 years of probation after she agreed to testify against Tay K, and she told the court the only reason she didn't go to the police immediately is because Tay K had threatened to kill her and her family. Joanna Reyes' testimony helped put Tay K away for 80 years, but Tay K's own legal team heard him too. While Joanna Reyes was testifying, the judge had told the defense that they couldn't bring up anything bad about Mark Saldivar before they talked about it with her in the prosecution. According to reports, Mark Saldivar had some stuff in his bag that would have made him look really bad, and Tay K's defense team tried to bring it up and asked Joanna Reyes about it. The defense didn't talk about it with the judge and the prosecution first though, so the judge cleared the courtroom and told Tay K's lawyers that they better not let it happen again. Tay K's lawyers were trying to make it look like Mark Saldivar was a bad dude who sparked the whole situation, but the judge cut them off and told the jury to forget about what they had just heard. Tay K's sister, Kayla Beverly, tried to help him out and testified for the defense. Kayla told the court about all the abuse Tay K went through and said that Tay K and her went into foster care when she was 7 and he was 5 years old. According to Kayla, fans were living with their dad for a while, and their dad would beat them with pieces of wood and even tie Tay K to an ironing board.
Tamar was younger than me and he would cry. And just maybe they would think he was over dramatic. So they would tie him down to an ironing board, strap him down, like stuff like that.
Kayla testified after Tay K was already found guilty, but Tay K's lawyers thought her testimony would help him with sentencing. The judge said that Tay K had a rough life, but he was still responsible for what he did. Tay K's sister Kayla said that everything started because they had to run away from home though. Tay K and her both ran away because her dad was beating them.
Getting tied to an ironing board is crazy work, I ain't gonna front. That's a hell of a way to get an ass whooping. Maybe his parent knew bad as fuck. Tell you what, when my mom was whooping my ass as a kid, she used to say, "I'm beating you for the shit you don't know, that I don't know that you did." You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the type of situation it was. I don't know how bad the ass whoopings was on ironing board. That is abuse, so I'm not saying it's okay. But I'm just saying, some kids need their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
So much. And Kayla said that's how Tay K ended up in the streets.
We had to run away. That's why all this shit happened, because it was not like even good when we came to our dads. You feel me? Like, not even like that. Like, a lot of dudes don't try with their kids and shit. Like, so I give my dad that. I'm not saying he's a terrible dad, but hey, bro, like, life was messed up. Like, we kind of like, it was abuse going on in our home. We had to leave.
Before the Mark Saldivar trial started, Tay K's lawyers were worried about the jury bringing up Tay K's track The Race. The prosecutors in the Ethan Walker case used the lyrics and video against Tay K, and his lawyers didn't want people on the jury who already knew about the track. Tay K had been popping off a little bit before he dropped The Race, but that's the track that really made him famous. Killing Ethan Walker and then dropping that track while he was on the run put Tay K all over the headlines, and it's still one of the craziest situations the rap game has ever seen. Lil Yachty remixed the track and made it blow up even more. And in 2023, he
Got his
posted a
ass
letter that
really
Tay K sent him from
fried.
prison. Tay K has some support in the industry, but a lot of people think he would have fallen off even if he didn't get convicted of 2 murders. Tay K's first and only record came out after he got booked for the Ethan Walker murder though, and nobody really knows how far he would have made it in the industry. Back then, a lot of people were comparing him to dudes
Crashed
like
out for the
YB and
fame.
Namir, and Namir fell off hard even though he didn't have to fight murder cases. Tay K's fans were hoping he'd get parole in the Ethan Walker case and start dropping new music, but now he's completely cooked. Tay K got lucky because the jury only convicted him of murder for killing Mark Saldivar instead of capital murder, which means that he might eventually get parole if he keeps his head down and stays out of trouble. But even in the best case, Tay K is going to be serving decades before they'll even think
He's
about
all
letting
set.
him free again.
Tay K's all set, man. Let me know what you think about that, man. Up in the comments, man. Let me know how you feel about that. You think is any type of chance in this world that he ever gonna come home? He probably gonna come home when he about 60. You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming home no time while he young. You know what I mean? By the time he come home, shit gonna be different. We probably have flying cars and all kinds of crazy shit going on. Yeah. That's if he get the parole at 60. I mean, then truthfully, keep it real with you. Type of situation he in, you know what I'm saying? Dudes usually get rid of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like it's usually over for him. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a terrible situation though. That's a lot of damn time to give a young boy. Saying he got 100-something years, man. I don't know what he gonna do with that. Saying I don't know, man. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. You already know the vibes, man. It's your boy, Buck Breeze. Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. That shit is bad. Hell. Up.